Okay, in this tutorial we're going to be using Adobe Illustrator to do some fun graphics and designs. This is going to be called a design within a design. And we're also going to be using Photoshop for this segment as well. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to bring in a photo into Illustrator. Well, I'm just going to put it right on Illustrator. You can do the same thing like on Photoshop. I'm just going to put that in Illustrator. And it's going to bring up this photograph. Now, I'm going to take this photograph and I'm going to make it a vector image. So what we're going to do is we're going to come and just click on it with the black tool, the selection tool. Click on it once, and we're going to use what's called image trace. Now don't click right on image trace. Click on this arrow next to it, and let's bring it down. Now let me just show you a couple of these things. Line art, silhouettes. Silhouettes are great just to make him just a silhouette. Sketch start's really kind of fun. I'll just hit sketch start just to show you. It's almost like we just went and drew all the lines around it. Pretty neat. So it kind of makes this graphic out of it pretty quickly. I'm just going to Command Z and go back. And let's try some of these other ones. Let's just go in here and do technical drawing. Some of these won't look good at all. Like this one. It's just got a ton of little dots because it's trying to find all the contrast. There's not a huge amount of contrast in this photograph. Let's come in here and try silhouette. And so it's just kind of fun to play with these. Now, because this doesn't have as much contrast with it, look, there's a lot more darks in it. It just can't find a lot of whites, and so we can't do a lot with it. We're going to take this into Photoshop and really kind of do some more contrast boosts with it. And you think there'd be a lot of contrast, but there's not as much as you think. But what's fun is to go use the one that is called 3-color. What it's going to do is going to look at the 3 major colors in this photograph and try to pinpoint them out into a design, into a vector graphic. A lot of work here that we wouldn't have to do. Pretty neat, huh? So it kind of takes this design, and his face looks good, and it's really graphically done. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this one. So save as, and I'm just going to call it, Surfer. Tells where it was from, but let's just take everything out. Now make sure you don't take out AI. Oops, I shouldn't type that in. You should leave that .ai in. That's an Illustrator file, and of course it's going to do an Illustrator file anyway down here, and I'll just go save that. So for later use if we want to use it. Okay, I'm going to delete that one, and I'm going to do another one here. I've got a few other surfer pictures here. Here's another one we'll take in here. Sorry. Okay. Is that one-armed surfer gal. And then you might want to hold down Shift and make this kind of get it inside your lines. I just made an 11-inch by 11-inch piece of paper, basically, but you might want to just hold down Shift and get that in there. And then again, image trace. Let's just do the 3-color. 3-color tends to work best on these type of graphics. What we're trying to do is make a design that would be like on a t-shirt, whatever. Pretty cool, huh? So if we were going to do a segment on this surfer, it'd be good. So I'd go and file and save that one. Okay. I think I've got one more here. Let's try this one. Another surfer. And again, if you want to do some cropping, we can bring him over and just kind of get it in the square there. And then I'm just going to hit, again, 3-color and see what this one does. A lot of pixel clustering. It really does a lot of work for you that we used to have to do by hand. The image trace is amazing. Okay, so it kind of made him look not so great. So I like the first one, even though this one turned out pretty neat. I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at that first one here. Let's see if I've got it. Oh, I went ahead and saved it, didn't I? Well, because I've got that, I'm fine with it. Let's just go ahead and get out of Illustrator. So I'm just going to go hide Illustrator. And I'm going to bring up Adobe Photoshop. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Nike logo. So just a national trademark type thing that's very common. You see a million times. Command 0. I was going to pull. It's just such a large vector file that I found on the internet here. So I'm going to bring it. Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not doing this in Illustrator. I'm going to do it in Photoshop. So I think did I bring that in Illustrator? I think I did. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this photograph, the one that we saved as an Illustrator file, open it also in Photoshop. Okay, and I'm going to put it inside the, and I could have I can drag any illustration right over to Photoshop. Their sister, you know, graphics, sister software, you know, with Adobe. But yeah, I'm just going to take my this photo here, and I'm going to hit Command A, so it selects it all, and then Command C, so it copies it. Control A and Control C on a PC. I want to make sure the PC users, I don't want to discriminate. Okay, then I'm going to take my magic wand and I'm going to click on the Nike symbol, and I'm going to paste that image into that. So I'm just going to go to Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into, and Move Tool. And I can move this around inside that. So already this Nike has this big, huge surfer guy in there. Okay, I can find his head even in there, you know. Still pretty cool. Look, that's pretty neat. You wouldn't know it's a surfer guy. But if I hit Command T and then Command 0, Command 0 is going to be fit to screen, so we can see all the handlebars on this. I'm going to take it here and just kind of try to get him in there somehow. And I don't want to squish and squash him too bad. Command 0 to bring it back up again, so bigger here. So I'll fill this so you can't see that. It doesn't get confusing here. Here I've got this surfer in here, you know, and yeah, he's squished, so Command T, and I bring him back up. You don't want to squish and squash photographs; they just don't look good. But still kind of cool effect. Looks like almost an army. And sometimes graphic designers will do this and go, "Hey, wait a second! I don't even need to have his face in there. I can do a cool-looking graphic that looks kind of like camouflage or something. If I make this bigger, you know, look how fun." So I kind of made this camouflage out of that. So this is called a design within a design. All right. So I'm going to use that other surfer guy that I found, and I'll delete that one there. And I'm going to do the same one. We'll put it in Illustrator like we did before. Okay, we've got this one here. Now I'm going to show you how you can just jump it over there, as long as you can see these side by side. Okay, I can make Photoshop a little bit smaller or get it there, and I can bring it over. Maybe it's not going to be as easy as I thought. And I can bring this over to Photoshop. Oh, that's the one Illustrator, sorry. I don't think I can drag that right on there. No, I can't. I'd have to have Photoshop next to it and then drag it over to Photoshop. And I've got to see them side by side. So it's just a mess. So let's just take Illustrator and just hide it. And then, oops, I forgot to save him. Da, 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 da. So I just need to bring this up, and I'm just going to get him where I want. File, Save As. And I'll just leave him as that. That's fine. I'm going to take out this .jpeg. I'll just leave it as wave, surfer under wave or whatever on my desktop for now, and get it saved. And sorry for a little confusion there. Hide Illustrator. Go to Photoshop. I've got to open that under the wave guy into Photoshop, and Command A and Command C, and then I can put it away, and then I can go to my magic wand and click on there and edit, paste special, paste into, and again it kind of looks like it's army, which is pretty cool. Command T, Command 0, and hold down Shift. You want to constrain things to make them look pretty cool. And I've got the surfer there. Now if I want to right click on it and flip him, that's probably a better idea, so I can actually see the surfer guy in there. Okay, Command 0, get this up bigger. All right, so I've got some kind of fun ideas going on inside a design here. And I could totally see if that was smaller, we could use that in a Nike on a t-shirt or something. And when it comes to the colors, very easy to change those. I can hit Command U, and I can just do the hue, and I can change the hue of some of the colors there. Since we're only using 3, there's not a whole lot of changes there. I can go in and saturate the colors, make a nice blue and purple or whatever. So that's a fun graphic within a graphic, and you know, much different than this one. Again, if I want to change this one, I just go to Image, or go up here to Image Adjustments, and I can go to Command U again, and I can play with the hues and the colors and really get some fun different things, you know, with it. Okay, so lots of neat ideas. Now, if I had even a better graphic here or letters, I'll do this. I'll hit Command A and Command C, and then I'm going to make a new document, so just a new piece of paper here. I'll just, whatever defaults, that's fine. And then I'm going to take my letters. Now, if you hold down the Type tool and go to Horizontal Type Mask, I'm going to pick a nice thick typeface here. So I'll use this one, and I'll do like, I'll type in 200 point, and I'm going to type in surf. Okay. Now, it all goes pink, and it does it on purpose because watch, when I hit the check mark, it already has a marching ants around it. It's what's called a horizontal type mask tool. All right. So I've got these letters with this going around. All I got to do is go to Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into, and there's the surfer guy put in there. Move tool, and I can move him around. Command T, I can make him smaller. I got the surfer guy inside the letters, which is a pretty fun effect. Okay, I can see that on a t-shirt already too. Now, if this moves around the photo, so if you look at my layers palette, or if you click on this, the actual mask, you can move around the name, okay? And then when you get it kind of how you want, click in between the two and it links them. Command T, and now I can stretch everything up bigger. And then I could double click on it or hit the effects, either one. Click on effects, I'm going to do a stroke around it of black. You know, so you kind of do that. You can do a drop shadow, soften it a little bit. It's pretty cool. Now again, if you want to start moving things around, unlink them. Here's the picture moved around. And of course, it looks like it goes away just because that graphic, it needs to stay inside that. So I could make this a little bit bigger, get him where I want so I can see his face there. You could totally see that on a t-shirt, on a surf t-shirt, you know, put Malibu Beach or something, California or something, and that'd be just a really fun looking design. It's kind of graphically done, so it reminds me of Army and that type of camo thing. So lots of fun ideas. This is called a design within a design. And we've done type, we've done Nike symbol. There's lots of different ways you can do neat designs. Have fun.